How's it going, everyone? Today we have 4 Kung Fu Panda sets to build. These 4 little shops are the mini Street View lineup from Pantasy, which are each themed and run by the fun minifig character included in the set. We have Tigress's fruit store, Poe's dumpling shop, Shifu's tea shop, and Zhen's ramen stall. The boxes all look great with nice art on the front, and some close-up glimpses of the sets on the back. On one side is the set's character from the movies, and their minifig version on the other. I ended up really liking these new style of figs, and we'll definitely look at them later on. Pantasy is one of the best brands out there, and they always get official licenses for their sets. There's a sticker for the Universal license, and the Chinese version of the DreamWorks Kung Fu Panda logo, or Kung Fu Xiong Mao. Pantasy sent me these sets to share with y'all, so let's get into it. First up is Tigress's Fruit Store, set 86508. It doesn't say how many pieces are in the sets, but I'd guess maybe 300 or so, as each of these sets measures about 5 inches by 3 inches and 6 to 7 inches tall. They come with a few bags of bricks, the fig, and printed instructions. Unfortunately, there are a few stickers in these sets, which is unique for Pantasy, who usually only does prints, but there are some printed pieces as well. Tigress's shop has 4 curved wall sections set at 45-degree angles that get secured together with some round plates. This technique gives the shop the appearance of a round bucket. There's a big half of an orange up on the roof, along with the bucket handle overhead. There's an onion sign out front that says Lovable Tiger Stall. Out front are a couple of tiger entrance statues, there's a direction sign, some vines, and of course, Tigress herself. I'm not sure why Tigress has oranges or fruit. I don't remember that correlation from the movies. My guess is it's just because they're orange like she is. Overall, the bucket building looks pretty good. The entrance has some stone steps flanked by some tiger statues, which do come off a little easily. There are some sticker banners on each side that look nice, and the main sticker sign overhead. The big orange up top rotates freely and has a print for the leaf piece. The only sticker problem I had with any of these sets is this red one on the orange's dome, which ended up with a couple of creases. That really should have been a print in my opinion. The handle is strong enough to lift the set from, and there's a red-orange growing from the vine on the left. There are 3 printed stone tiles that lead to a sign with some wood grain prints. All of these sets have a licensing print on the backside. The interior is empty, which I'm guessing is to allow Tigress to fit inside. Now let's look at the figure. It comes separated but connects together easy enough. From the pictures, I didn't initially think I would like these new styled figs, but I actually ended up really liking them in person. I think the cartoony look they have and their oversized heads work great for an animated IP like Kung Fu Panda. I'll be sure to line them up all together at the end. Next we have Shifu's tea stall, set 86507. I don't recall Shifu drinking much tea, but I guess every old master enjoys a nice cup of tea while his students train. Fun fact, Shifu or Shifu means master. So whenever I hear his name in the movies, I just hear Master Master. This set has a rounded front section for the stall. On top of that is a translucent red section to represent the fire underneath the tea kettle. There's a lounge chair out front, some tables, and a lampstand. And of course, the giant teapot on top of the building, which I think looks pretty great. There are some loose bits that go up here, and Master Shifu himself. The teapot looks great up top with a little steam coming out of the spout. The logo on the front is a sticker, but it looks good with Poe in the middle of it. I'm not really a fan of the loose items on top here, just because they fall off when you move the set. There are 2 pumpkins, 2 red eggs, which are probably meant to be beans, and some kind of brush or stir maybe. Below is a cardboard awning, covering a counter with a glass of tea, and I think some sushi. On the right is a sticker of Poe that says Best Sparring Buddies, along with a table and some chairs. Then there's a lamp with a sign that says tea on it. On the left side is the chair, a little table, and a sticker of Shifu. The stall is open around back and is just big enough to fit Shifu inside. The next set is Zhen's ramen stall, set 86506. Now I haven't seen Kung Fu Panda 4 yet, so I have no clue who Zhen is, but from the trailer she appears to be a thief who helps out Poe, who I guess may or may not like ramen. This set has a counter out front and another around the side. There are some menu options hanging down and some pictures of Poe fighting. The angled roof has a sign that says Little Zhen's Noodle Shop. There are some nice flowers on the sides, and the giant bowl of ramen up top. And of course, Zhen. The ramen bowl up top looks great and has lots of details. There are some noodles, onions, a mushroom, a fried egg, and a shrimp. I don't quite know what's holding up the chopsticks, but I do like that they're suspended overhead. The pattern around the bowl are stickers, but I think they look good. The flowers and vines around the bowl look nice and add a feminine touch. There's the shop sign, and then the hanging menu below offering braised beef noodles, spicy beef noodle, hand-rolled noodles and soy sauce, and spicy cold noodles. The front counter has an empty plate and a cat chasing a ball in front of it. On the right is a counter table with stools and a sticker of a bowl of ramen. On the left is a red circle arch opening. The back is open again, allowing you to fit Zhen inside. And finally, we have the main attraction, Po's Dumpling Shop, set 86505. Although I do have to say, these aren't dumplings, they're baozi, or steamed stuffed buns. I guess baozi isn't too well known in English areas, which is why they even call them dumplings in the movies. But these are definitely baozi. This set was a little trickier to build, but looks great. The walls are in a light yellow, with a bunch of signs out front. There's a really cool tree build on the side, along with a table of baozi, a steamer basket, and a sign with Po that says, "But first, dumplings." The green roof has 6 angled sections on ball joints, along with a giant steamer basket of big baozi up top. And of course, what most people are looking for, Po. This set looks great and might be my favorite. The giant baozi builds up top are well done, and you can see some of the stuffed meat poking through. The use of these Technic wheels and tan work perfect for the bamboo steamer basket, and there's even a little steam coming from the top. The green roof design also looks great with the slopes and ingot pieces. It was a tad tricky to get the roof all together, but nothing too hard. The green sign out front says Po's Big Bao, and there's a couple of stickers showing that they also have dumplings and egg rolls. The black tile is a print, which I think says that they're open for business maybe. On the right is a lantern, and then a really great tree build using fan pieces in green and lime. On the left is the table of baozi and the steamer, with a sign hanging in front of it, along with the big sign of Po. Behind that is a flower, and the walls of this building have nice circle openings. This shop actually has an interior with a printed log stool and a table with a plate of baozi, which you'll have to remove those if you want to fit Po inside. I really like all 4 of these sets and think Pantasy did a pretty great job with all of them. They all are fairly different, and I felt like I was always building something new rather than just the same thing 4 times in a row, which is great. Each shop has its own specific theming, and you can definitely tell what each one sells from the caricature-esque roof ornamentation. I guess Po's shop might be my favorite, maybe partly because he's the main character. But I think all 4 of them look great together, and think most fans would be happy getting all of them. Now let's take a closer look at the figs. Like I said, I was happily surprised with these figs, and I think their cartoony look works great in this case. Each fig has amazing printing, and has distinct pieces, with only the body of Tigress and Zhen being the same molds. They have pretty much the same range of motion as minifigs, except that the torso-leg connection is a hexagon, so they can't rotate or bend there. But their arms, hands, tails, and heads can still all rotate. Tigress has her red shirt and black pants, her tiger stripes on her arms and tail, and her face definitely looks like her. Even though I don't know the character yet, I think Zhen looks great. She has the same body, but with different printing and a different tail. Her head is taller with her ears, and has an earring on one of them. Shifu is shorter and a bit pudgier, and has a big tail and has big ears. Lastly, we have Po, who looks great with his big belly, tan trousers, and giant head. I think all 4 of them look great together, and I imagine most people will want to get all of them. As a Kung Fu Panda fan, I really enjoyed all 4 of these sets. They're fun, have variety, and come with great figures. I think they're only available on Pantasy's web store, so I'll leave links down below for you, and be sure to use coupon code Stonewall for 10% off. They also have some other Kung Fu Panda sets available if you want to check those out too. I had fun building these sets while rewatching the first 2 movies, and now I'm definitely thinking that I need to see Kung Fu Panda 4. Let me know what y'all think. Otherwise, skadoosh.